What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the very first DC Dark Legion video. Super pumped to dive into this one, guys, because I've heard so many things about the game. So many good things from a lot of friends. I just did not have a chance to try it out yet, but here I am. I do want to start the video by giving them a massive shout out for sponsoring today's video. If by any chance you're not familiar with DC Dark Legion, guys, it's a free-to-play strategy game, a hero collector game, or rather said, a superhero collector game, available on both iOS and Android. You can download it by using the link in the description down below or in the pinned comment, and come and join me in DC Dark Legion. They will have some crazy Halloween events. So many things will happen during Halloween. Literally the best time to start playing. You can recruit tons and tons of iconic DC superheroes or super villains. And guess what? You can actually pair them in the same team. You're gonna have the Batman fighting alongside the Joker because, you know what? The game comes in with a twist. You're gonna have to protect Gotham not only from super villains, but you're gonna have to protect Gotham from the Batman Who Laughs and his Dark Knight. It's basically protecting your entire world against the dark multiverse. I'm not sure about you guys, but I am kind of like at a moment now, and I feel like this is the perfect timing for it. I have my little boy, right? You guys are well aware of that. And he's kind of like in the phase of superheroes. Every single day he's telling me like, I'm Batman, I'm Batman. He's telling me, no, daddy, you're Superman, I'm Batman. And I feel like this is the perfect opportunity for me to play something together with him while I'm schooling him about the DC superheroes. You guys can give it a go. Your kids might like it as well, playing together, right? It gives you something to do together. But as I was saying, you can collect tons and tons of different characters. I do want to walk you through the game a little bit to kind of like talk about mechanics, game modes. There are tons and tons of things happening. A very complex game. During the Halloween event, you're gonna be able to put your hand on Wonder Woman Death Metal. And of course, they will have tons of different events as well. This Halloween, fight the fright and save the night, because strategy is your only weapon against the nightmare. Talking about the actual game, we have quite a few things happening on the screen right here. You're gonna have your Batcave, your base where you're basically going to keep all of your heroes. You're gonna have tons of different rooms rather than buildings that you can upgrade. You're going to be able to acquire different important materials, resources from all of these different rooms. And of course, you have the living quarters, which is pretty damn important to upgrade as well, because that has to do with the happiness of your superheroes, which is actually pretty important in the game. As I was saying, this is a PvE PvP game mode. You can challenge players from all around the world in different PvP game modes, like clan versus clan or guild versus guild, alliance versus alliance. You're gonna have a world map, but we're gonna discuss about that in just a second. So you have all of these buildings. You're gonna have the war room, which is going to be like your main building that needs to be constantly upgraded in order to unlock the levels for the other buildings and to unlock content in the game. Think about it like your account's level, right? Then, right here, you're going to be able to appoint different characters that you have available to different rooms, which will increase their production. You can appoint some of them like 2 different characters. You can see I have tons and tons of different characters appointed to pretty much all of these rooms. I keep trying to say buildings. One thing that I really love about the game is the fact that right here at the Training Nexus, you're going to be able to sync the level of your characters across your entire account. So you're going to have your 5 characters that are the highest level. You're going to bring them right here, and you're going to sync your entire account at this level without the need to go and level up every single character individually and waste all of that precious time. I absolutely love this feature in games, and I'm glad that they actually have it on. Really nice. As I was saying, the game is very complex. I still have lots and lots of things to learn about the game, but I will gradually do it, of course, because you're not going to be able to do everything in just a couple of days. So let's quickly talk about a couple of different things as well. Let's start with this map right here. So you're going to have the world map. You have different game modes in here as well, like the portal, for example. And I've seen that you can actually challenge different parts of the world map with your alliance and try and conquer them. You're going to fight versus other alliances. There are different game modes that are basically coming to the game as events, like Tag Team Arena, Team Arena, 3v3 Arena, right? And Alliance versus Alliance. Tons of different things like that. So that's actually pretty interesting. But this is the world map. You can actually see you're in Gotham, and you can crack on by doing something. Then, one thing that I actually really want to do is show you how the characters work, how the superheroes work. You're very familiar with how you are building them, right? Because it's very similar as well. You're going to have different pieces of gear. Each one of them will have kind of like an exclusive weapon, if it's correct to call it like this. So right here we have the Amazonium alloy shield, right? Which increases the wearer's physical damage, blah, 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 spiritual defense. But it tends to, some of them tend to work better on the right unit. Like the Superman's cape, for example, is going to work on him better, right? So there we go. We have the Superman's cape, increases Superman's physical by 25%. Before casting a skill, Superman gains a stack of attack. So this is kind of like almost like an exclusive weapon. Not all of them are necessarily exclusive. So you're going to equip different gear on your characters. You can forge the gear or craft the gear. You can get rid of the gear that you don't want to get more materials. And you can do all of that in the Batcave. As you guys can probably notice, we have different factions right here. I will call them faction. It might not be the right word either. But we have the Superman family. The more characters from the Superman family you put into the team, regardless if they're superheroes or supervillains, the more bonus stats you're going to gain in the team. Then Justice League, or we have a Mera Human. He's dealing physical damage, he's a single target burst, and he's stacking attack stacking. If we're gonna go back to Wonder Woman, she's a Guardian, group stun, defense up at low HP, and she is part of the Justice League Dark, or Mera Human. So basically, these are things that you definitely need to keep in mind when you are actually building up your teams. You can see all of their skills right here, like ultimate skills, the regular skills, tons of things happening. You will have to basically check out the characters to know what they're doing, but I do want to start by telling you that you're going to get Harley Quinn for free on day 3. You're going to get her weapon, then you're going to get the Catwoman for free, you're going to get tons of other superheroes and supervillains for free, and I would prioritize the characters that you are getting for free early on, try and build them up, build your core team, and then push into content, right? If we're going to go over to this screen right here, we have Anti-Crime Network, the Mera Brawl, Training Simulator, Combat Cycle, Defeat the Dark Legion, Umbral Reef, The Darkest Timeline, Dark Legion Direct as well. These are all different game modes, PvE, PvP. And as I was saying, every now and then at the events, you're actually going to have game modes, okay? Great Krypton Rush. This is League versus League, Clan versus Clan, Alliance versus Alliance, which will start in 6 hours, at least the roster setup, and then you're going to have to go to the matchmaking, etc. I do like the fact that they have an in-game calendar, which is actually pretty good. But let's actually dive into some gameplay, because I know you guys really want to see that as well. Let's go into a training simulator, for example. So you're going to have to build up different teams, of course. You do the 10 stages. You see we are on stage 3 right now. Then you're going to have some different changes happening to the entire stage. and you might have to bring in different teams. Positioning of your characters is pretty important. Ensuring that you are bringing in the right units once again is really, really important in terms of creating that ultimate strategy. But you can always click auto, and he's gonna be selecting the characters on his own. So you have the front units. You see you have positioning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You do want to put some tanks at the front, preferably to be able to soak in some damage. I am kind of like at a very high level for this particular content right now, but still I'm going to show you basically how a fight plays out. I will probably knock them out really, really quick before we get to load up the ultimates, but I will be going in a PvP match. Seems like we've got an error right there, but that's fine. We're going to do a PvP match. You're going to be able to see how everything plays out in there. That's going to be something very, very familiar. So we're going to head on to Meta Brawl right here. We're going to go and target a different enemy. So we have this guy right here. And it's going to be a 5-man team. Okay. So far in all of the content that I've tried required us to build teams with five heroes. I don't necessarily have the best combo in here. As I was saying, I still have a lot of things to learn about the game. But we're going to put Superman in the front. We're going to put Wonder Woman. And just because I know Batman loves playing with Joker and Harley Quinn, we're going to put them up right here. And we're going to go into a fight. This is going to be at a very similar level with mine. They are proccing their ultimate skills, but without actually triggering the animation. So we're going to do a different PvE game mode where you can actually see some of their animations. It seems like we are winning the fight, which is good. So even though I don't know that many things about the game and he has bigger team power than me, we still managed to win the fight. You're going to be able to accumulate tons of different rewards from here. But the main thing that you want to focus on is going to be the Halloween event. And of course, the Wonder Woman, that metal. You're going to promote into different leagues and accumulate different rewards in the process. You can see tons of different things right here. They have a shop for the PvP as well, from where you can acquire tons of different goodies as well. And at the end, we are going to do some summons. So you're going to summon the character, and then when you're getting dupes, you're going to get fragments. And those fragments will allow you to basically rank your character to a higher star. Let's give it a go in the darkest timeline, guys. I'm quickly going to show you what the game mode is as well. So you're going to start by selecting a champion based on the difficulties lineup requirements, with the option available independent of whether you own the champions or not. During the gameplay, you're going to be able to select different characters as well based on your progression. So you can recruit different characters to basically join you in battle. Then champions, retro cognitions, and harmonic crystals obtained in one session cannot be carried over to the next. I'm seeing this game mode more kind of like a rogue mode, right? Where you're just going in, and you're going to get to a point where it's getting much harder to probably progress, right? But let's do our ultimate team right here. So we're going to do the first difficulty. And we're going to bring in a Wonder Woman, because why not? We want her. So bring that in. Let's bring the Catwoman in. Some of them don't have gear from my account, but that's fine. Let's bring in the Green Arrow, because why not? And let's bring in 2 policemen. We got to show them some love as well, right? So basically, you're going to pick a path and you're going to have to stick to that path. But of course, you can kind of like juggle in between them. We have the squad. You're going to be able to gain different buffs that will overall make your team more powerful. So let's start with the Dark Crisis right here. And you see, we broke the other path because we haven't chose that one. So we're going to stick with this one. That's why I'm seeing this kind of like a rogue mode game, right? So we can click auto because we only have these characters. We can let the game position them. They are at level 200, so it's not like we're going to absolutely smash them. And that's good because we're going to get to see some of the animations that the characters use with their ultimate skills, right? So you can play the game on a auto if you want, or you can manual, and you can use some of their ultimates. So right here, we use the green arrow. We can use the police officer too. I'm sure he's not really gonna do much. Let's bring in the cat woman, and we managed to defeat this stage. But we're going to continue like this. The game is very strategic. Tons of things are constantly changing, evolving, right? And this is definitely one of those game modes. So we can actually either go and heal up, or we can go and recruit a character. So let's just go and basically recruit a character. Recruit 3 Arkham's most wanted champions. Okay. We've got that. So now we have a more powerful roster. We're going to go and let's go straight in the middle this time around. So we're going to go at the Dark Crisis. Now we're going to have to basically check what enemies we have, right? Because these stages are constantly evolving, as I was mentioning. It might not necessarily be the best thing to bring the same characters that we have on, right? So we can probably knock down one of the police officers and bring in somebody else. You know what? I feel like I want to put a penguin in, man. I want to put a penguin in too. I'm not sure if he's really tanking or not, but we're going to put him at the front, you know? He looks like he can take a punch. Now, my Wonder Woman, she's getting pretty low on HP. I should be looking at trying to get some healers in the team, because I might be in trouble if not. So I need to check if I can bring in a healer or something, because that's definitely going to be required in here. We smashed this one. We're moving on to the next one. We got some of these harmonic crystals, but you're not going to be able to carry them through stages, right? So the following champions have joined your squad. Beautiful. Got that shot right there. Perfect. And recruit. I think we're going to recruit because I want to get rid of... Actually, I don't want to get rid. I just need basically somebody that might give me some healing. Or I can go in right here and heal. Heal everybody, preferably. Heal all surviving champions for 50%. Select one fallen champion and restore. I have no fallen champion, so we're going to heal all of these ones. And what is my Wonder Woman? Okay, perfect. And we have Planet Ventura. Let's see what's happening here. The Iceberg Lounge is Penguin's lavish, trendy nightclub that serves as his base of operations in secret backrooms, perfect for a variety of criminal activities and planning. Visit the Iceberg Lounge to trade for and purchase a variety of useful items. Okay, so you can purchase healing. You see you're accumulating these harmonic crystals to get buffs or healing or different things like that. I do not need healing anymore because I've just got it before. So we're going to get a star up if we have enough. Do we have enough? Yes, we do. So let's get that on Wonder Woman. So now she went 1 star up, and we can leave this one and go to the final crisis. I might not have enough power to defeat this, but I think we should be able to do it. I don't think the gear actually affects your characters in here. I really don't think so. Because none of them really have gear. So you're going out. We're going to bring you in. And maybe we take Catwoman out. And since we have Batman in here, I mean, let's just bring him in. And now my team looks a bit better. So let's load the ultimate on Green Arrow. Yeah, we are definitely getting this. I was hoping that she's going to provide me with some healing, but I'm not 100% sure if that's going to be the case. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, we got stunned right there. So Batman can actually proc his ultimate now because he was not able to. Let's see what the Penguin does. Okay. And I know Wonder Woman can actually do a stun, can put the defense up, which is really, really helpful. And that should be it for the first stage, right? Because you're going to have different stages, or difficulties rather than stages. So we can actually select some different characters in here. And probably we're going to move on to different difficulties. But we're going to talk about this in another video as well. I just wanted to basically show you how the game feels like, what you can expect from DC Dark Legion. As I was saying, it does seem to be pretty complex in terms of strategies. You have tons of different characters available. So it's not like you're going to collect them all quick and get bored, because that's most likely not going to be the case. You're getting a bunch of awesome units for free. And don't forget, they're going to have a huge Halloween event as well. Literally the best time to give it a go. Start playing the game. You're going to be able to put your hand on some of the your most favorite superheroes, right? Or the most popular superheroes, if they might not be your most favorite, because you are getting quite a few of them for free. I do want to show you how the summoning works as well. So you can decode these keys, but there are different ways on how you can summon as well with different materials. But let's actually do one of these. You can see the summoning animation, and you're gonna have Aquaman diving in, because why not? You see, because I already have him, I've converted him into fragments, which will be really, really helpful. But that was pretty much everything for this video, guys. Big shout out to DC Dark Legion for sponsoring the video, and you can download and play DC Dark Legion on mobile and PC for free. You can use code Halloween25, as you see it on the screen, to claim in-game free rewards. Is your roster powerful enough to survive the night? And if you want to join in the fight, you can scan the QR code to learn about the DC Dark Legion Creator Program for exclusive benefits as well. Much love, appreciate all of you guys watching, and I will catch you all in the next one. Peace.